Far from the influences of Earth, mythical creatures have been hidden away remotely for eons of time. These hybrid creatures flee here from humans, and while some are merely abominations, others are found to possess living souls. The throne wars wage on for the very souls of the creatures discovered here, the brood, intent on enslaving them, forcing them to strip mine this small planet of its rare elements. Supernovae that the brood feed on are set to consume the sky and this little planet. Yet, an unforeseen threat lurks, and something here is not as it seems, and those who come soon lose themselves. Suiel has just arrived, and she has discovered that a virus is eating up their memories. She urgently wants to warn Zack about this while she can still remember what it is. Yet Zack isn't listening to the lying lips of a brood warrior. You must choose your path. Save the creatures, or enslave them to mine this planet raw.
Not fish. Who can argue with a mindset?
Surprise! Magic!
I don't think that's magic.
Theater! Oh!
Easy now, big guy.
Fresh Prince of Domination. Zack, I'm warning you. You need to listen to me.
Suiel!
I can't imagine you remember much else.
Suiel
I need to
tries
tell
to
you
explain,
something very
but
important
Zack
about
won't
this place.
listen.
There's a virus.
Nothing could change his mind about the brood. And so, the battle begins.
Now that feels warm and inviting.
You're mine, Suiel.
I am yours, Zack, baby.
Oh, give me a break already.
Missed me. Well, I can tell your aim has improved. You really want me gone? Close, but you know. You may defeat me, but Balaam will find you, and when he does, he'll banish your miserable fate down to the pit. Balaam will expose you for the usurper you really are. Merely a grave. You got me.
Yondros Sayakongri.
Oh, that's where you went when I shot
Well, good day. It's VindaCator here from iPlayMore.com. Quick reminder to go to iPlayMore.com and sign up for a video game test. I was going to say our other studio. Wow. I think I've never done this before. So I'm the producer and founder of IMU Studios and the creator of Thunder Throne Wars. Takes place right here, a little place called the Milky Way Galaxy. You may know this place. And if you're an Earthling and you live where it says the sun here, and you look down the Carina Arm where we live, you'll find the Stellar Jewel Box Nebula NGC 3603. And if you were to travel there, like NASA's wonderful satellite photo here, and we put a little planet there, planet Nebulous Prime. And as we zoom in on that, you can see the world that we're developing here. All these squares will be playable levels. So unlike most games where you load a level and then you load another level and has nothing to do with each other, this is an open world, and winning and losing arenas matters. Every one of these squares is an arena, except for Mystery Island. We won't talk about that. And we have a metagame in our game where winning and losing matters. So when it's neutral, you see that you can see the map normally. And when you're winning, if you're king, it's blue. If you're brood, it's red. And so part of the game is also taking over territory. And we've got a red giant and blue giant in the sky and multiple moons. So a little look at some of the mock-ups for the HUD. So this is when you push tab and at the end of the game. And the mock-up for the market exchange for buying and selling and trading and renting items. And the wealth storage. So this is just basically your inventory where you can dress up your character and unlock slots in your devices to gain more components, more slots. So the game's better than free to play. So that means that people can play absolutely for free and we call it better than free to play because you can use any item that anybody else purchased as long as it's available. And so there is no pay to win in our game. It was very important. Took a bit of time to figure out how to do that, but this is how you do it. And so these are package deals that people can purchase, and everything increases in rarity and value over time. So it's a very unique strategy for doing this. And, this is kind of the first time we're doing something like this, and it's going to be cool. Figure it out. So looking at the global game markets for 2018, so we're making a PC game, we're making a mobile for marketing, and 2019, what happens with the marketplaces, things slowly changing, go back and forth, PC's slowing down a bit, mobile's picking up, and looking at what's happening in China, it's amazing, just as big as the US now. And what's going to be happening over the next few years, the growth of the game market, very exciting. Doesn't seem to matter what's happening in the global economy. Games just continue to keep growing. So definitely a good industry for us to be in and bring investors into and build out. So statistically, video games are now more popular and profitable form of entertainment. So we knew that they were bigger than the box office for a while, but now they're bigger than television and slowly continue to take over. And then the rise of esports, just absolutely amazing what's happening with that. So we're talking about the Epic Mega Grant. So I'm going to say we're probably 70% done, our vertical slice done. So we're getting a little bit closer bit by bit, and have a plan to tap that 100 million RR share of it from Epic. And of course, Epic is also a publisher that we'll be going to and pitching with a vertical slice. And then we've got a team of writers working on Thunder Rocks, which is going to be our TV series. And we've also got an advisor that's already got a TV show on Amazon. And we're going to be working on our TV pitch Bible. So it's a long process figuring out what to do. But it's very, very excellent. And the team that we've got is amazing. I am learning so much from them. And it's just cool because they just bring me everything and I get to make the decisions. Love it. So we're going to be doing a meme promotion just to build our mailing list. So this is a little bit of an idea here. So we just kind of thought a throne would be a good idea to do because the game is Throne Wars. And, playing with the toilet idea. So that's what this, I just did a mock-up image of some ideas for it. Did the brood image, put the golden toilet on it, put our crown on it, and your throne majesty as a little bit of a meme. And then, so basically, share your throne and subscribe to our email list to participate in our closed beta game test. As a small game studio developing our first title, we need your help to deliver our truly ambitious project. Simply share a picture of your throne with the Share Your Throne hashtag and subscribe to our iPlayMore email list to become our beta tester. Yes, you can add that to your resume, and no, this game isn't a poop simulator. So just a little bit of humor there for doing this, and hopefully that goes viral, and we'll see. That's our first attempt to do something like this. We're still very early stage, and we'll see what happens with the marketing of that. So some screenshots of our Intrepid map. So this is our placeholder images. Well, I placeholder castle images of our placeholder castle. That's what I'm trying to say. And just went around the map, took some screenshots. Up in the mountains. It's about halfway up the mountain looking up. So, and all of this area is open. So unlike other games that kind of limit you where you can go and how far you can travel or how fast you can travel, we open up the freedom of the game engine, which is very powerful. I don't think people realize how powerful game engines are. And so we open that up wide to gamers and allow them to experience that. And then we have your enemies take away your freedom. So by casting lightning, fire, ice, and storms, they can take away that incredible freedom and speed that you build up in the game. So very interesting concept. A lot of games will build small, narrow hallways, use splash damage, make the players go slow, keep them on the ground. And we break all those rules. So that's kind of the current look at the game map. Week by week, things are coming together a little more. And this fountain area was done by Blaine. Fantastic job. That's the Komodo dragon there running around. So we've got him running around and attacking you, but not in the map. So we're trying to figure that out. Some kind of complication. The villages for the pygmy marmosets. Looking at the mountain. It's really cool how the guys did the work for the organic stuff, the trees and all that stuff, because you can look between them and see those epic mountains. Just love that. Looking from above at the brood, and then looking at both. So you can see the brood over here, the kin over here, and this is way up in the air. So, and this is just one little tidbit, one little tip, one little area, gameplay area, one map, one zone of the open world. So talking about Unreal 5, Unreal Engine 5. So now this is something that's coming the fall of 2021. And, it's funny. I mean, I just want to oh my God, we should jump on that. But I always forget, well, we're playing the waiting game right now. The engine keeps updating, and every time it updates, like right now, we're on 423.1. We have another team working on 424.3, and we want to do that because there's fur and hair on that version, and they've just got 425 out, and there's all kinds of updates to real-time ray tracing, and it's like, oh my God, where does it stop? And then I'm thinking about Unreal 5. It's not just Unreal 5, it's going to be 5 point something. So we don't want to jump immediately to this. We want to let this update, a fair amount. And so that's what we're going to do. Stick to the original plan, which is game number 2 on Unreal 5. But here, look at these screenshots. So there is now no limitation to the level of detail you can put in. We can put full resolution movie graphics into the game. Unreal 5, not Unreal 4, Unreal 5. We don't have to worry about level of detail LODs. We don't have to worry about making different versions of the model and having it flip out and things pop. The engine handles all of that now. Shadows, real-time lighting. It is absolutely spectacular. This is so exciting, and this is where we're going to be going. And of course, we're going to be producing the TV show, and look at this open world, wide open spaces, and the engine handles all of it and performs really well. So those are some screenshots from Unreal 5. All right, so just talking a little bit about our quest book. Derek did a fantastic job on this. So when you get the book for a quest, you open it up, and as you do quests, you're going to be able to fill this book up, and this is the Eternal Pit. So the whole idea of this is underneath the map, in our game, you're not killed. It makes no sense to die, and then 20 seconds you come back. And actually, our gameplay is much more exciting than that. So you are not killed, you're banished, and you can have 0 shield and still be in our game. It's not like 0 health and you're dead. Big surprise. In our game, you're going to be able to run around, and you can be banished to these lower realms. And then we wanted to show images of what they were, and I thought, well, make them creatures, something that's memorable. So that's what's happening here. So you can see this is the gorilla for Eternal. This is the unicorn Pegasus for Excalibur. This is the mole nose for Bane, which is an underground map. This is the saber-tooth tiger, or a wildcat I like to call it, for Everpit. And the pygmy marmoset for Intrepid. And for the sun pit is the griffin. So that turned out really well. So just talking about the gameplay a little bit. Some people seem to understand this better than me running around the map, so I show this image. So this is something I just kind of made up and to show. So let's say that you're kin. So you can see that the center throne is the highest. So first place, second place, third place. So when you jump on the throne, that's what you want to do. If you're first guy there, you want to get on that center throne. And you want to stay until the announcement is done to collect 2 throne energies. Take it to the central fountain and create a stronghold that locks the enemy out from leveling up their energy. So it gives your team an advantage. You go take their throne while maintaining your own. If your defenders can maintain it, well, you take it. You create a kingdom. You return. You touch any forward throne, your home throne, or any forward place throne. You have an empire. You hold it for a certain amount of time. You have a dynasty. You place thrones across the level to trigger dominations. Dominations is declared against the enemy when your energy icon is in range of your place thrones, and then destroying that wins the game. We call that exponential gameplay because it gets bigger and faster as you go. It's very exciting. I kind of like it. It's akin to like 3D chess. That's what I like to say. And we call that SKED, Stronghold, Kingdom, Empire, Dynasty. All right, so we got t-shirts. We got the movie poster. So teespring.com/store/iPlayMore. Enter the code iPlayMore. Save $3. And our Discord channel, you can earn mana, which is a real currency in our game, by being active in our Discord channel. All right. So this is where I turn my camera on. Wave hello, so I know that I actually turn my camera on. But this is working well, that little wave hello message. It reminds me, because sometimes in the past I was doing this and forgetting to turn my camera on. And then Henrique would come in and say, hey, your camera's not on. All right, so we're just going to go to Unreal here and join kin. We still only have 1 character in. So that's Suiel. And let's do the brood today. So I'm just going to adjust this screen slightly. So at the bottom of that selection screen, we have a few things going on. We have a spectator mode, and that's so that we can record some gameplay, not only from a character point of view, but also from a spectator point of view. And this is exactly how the game is. People can enter the game, capture something before the other team. No waiting for players.
Princess of Thunder.
Okay, so that's Suiel. She is a brood. She's on the kin throne.
Princess of Thunder.
And that's the voice of Tally, but she's not in the game at this stage. So you stay until the announcement is done. You have some throne energy, so it looks like that throne is working yet. That's great. Go to the central fountain. This is the very center of the game. First person here with throne energy creates a stronghold. And you can see that's lava down there now. And I'm just holding my space bar. You can see the trees come in. So these trees are just LOD 0. So these are full resolution trees. We're going to get the LODs in so that they're not popping. It's great though. Unreal 5. That's not going to happen. All right. So the brood has come over here. I'm just going to do something here because I swear that I'm hearing. Let's just turn the music down for a second. No, I'm wrong. I thought I was hearing a device. Okay, so how do you get somebody off the throne? Well, one way is with a claw. The other way to do it is with the stingray. So I'm going to fill her full of stingers. So you get a lot of blue messages. That's a little note for the programmer. I know he does that stuff to see what's happening. So what's been happening the last few weeks is the person's been blasting straight up in the air. So let's just go have a look at her. Oh, there she goes. Okay, we'll just stay there. And then coming back down on the throne. So we've got that fixed. So let's go see where she went. Oh, way too high. Okay. Okay, so we gotta fix that. So I'm gonna just let her fall. We'll come back down here. Not worry about that. You won't be going quite that high.
Queen of Dominations.
All right. So I've captured both thrones and declared the queen. If I push H, we can see what the HUD looks like. Okay. I have to think about that. Is there supposed to be a crown? I think the crown is... So it's a recoil device. It's going to pull me along a little faster, except when I hit the trees. So all I've got to do is touch this throne. I'm going to have an empire. There's another way to do it. And that's I can look back at the enemy. I can push T. I can place the throne. So you can see what's happened here. I've placed a throne. She's been declared. I've declared an empire. She's been declared the empress. And there's now a crown on that throne. So yeah, what's got to happen is we've got to get all the crowns up and working. So I'm kind of thinking ahead of where we're at. Okay, I don't have to get on that. Just going to place some thrones across here. It's going to do things a little differently this time. So you can place thrones anywhere. I can look up in the air. I can take the long way around. There is no routes. There is no top lane, bottom lane, that kind of stuff. That's kind of an archaic design, all that kind of stuff. So I can kind of take the long way around here. Okay, so there's the enemy. Now that's just a placeholder there. That's going to be up in the castle at the end. You can see the icon there. So we just have it here. We're going to be recording a cinematic. That's all we're doing. So you see the thrones I've placed across the map. And they're all joined. Let's pick up some freedom here. All right. So I can push enter, and now I can fly. I'm going to come back up to my throne. All right. You can see my scepter's online. Let's go see where that enemy is. Oh, she's down. Okay. I just thought if I ignored her for a bit, she'd come down. So I'm just shooting. I'm just holding spacebar to fly. Takes me up in the air. I can go up over these trees if I want. I can hit it in the air. So my throne is out. So Brood's just declared a dynasty by holding a kingdom for a certain amount of time. You can see there's a find on my screen, and that's shrines. Let's just go have a look at that so you understand what that is. So here's the shrine, and you can see there's a symbol on the top, and I've got to match it. So that's not a match. So this is going to do nothing for me. I filled up my shields a little bit. So around the map are 10 shrines. I would have to unlock them in that specific order, and that's random all the time. So anyways, you can see the enemy's thrones coming in on the side there. You can see the crown. I'm just going to zoom in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I can zoom 3 times, and I can see the enemy there. Fire a shot at her. See him getting points. All right. So even though my throne is out, I can still come here and collect throne energy. I can still pump up my shield, so that's all correct. I can push T, and I get my menu. And you can see my scepter in my hand, left hand there. It's not on. I push D. And I've just declared Throne Wars, Ultimate Throne Wars. You can see I'm attacking her. I'm going to take over her whole line. Doesn't matter if she's close to my zone. And of course, there'll be 2 people shooting each other, not just one guy on one computer. We're still early stage. And there we go. Now, if you remember, these were all red thrones. She came and placed all of those, and I have usurped every one of those by winning that Ultimate Throne Wars. So I love that kind of thing where, you know, the underdog can get ahead. And what does that mean? That means I can come all the way down here. Now, she can go back and capture that throne. Let's actually do that. Let's just show what that's like. So I'm just going to switch back over to her. Oh, that throne is out. Because it's taken 2 minutes. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm wrong. I'm looking at the other throne behind it. It's going to hit my flight. It's a lot easier with freedom to fly up here. I'm going to capture this. I'm going to break the entire chain. As long as I can capture before it goes out. And I can. Looks like I can, yeah. Okay, so I have broke the entire chain. You can see the entire chain's broken now because that's a brood throne. So that means I was able to capture, place from this throne and put her energy icon in jeopardy, but now I cannot. This is what the gameplay is like. That means I'm running out of energy. I'm a little bit low. So I can switch devices. The key to the game is to have your devices and put them away so that they refill. So what I can do is I can come back here and I'm going to repair this. I'm just going to place another lightning throne, and you can see it's all reconnected. Now we can play a little bit of a game here where she could come and capture that again and do a little bit of back and forth, but this is 16 on 16 gameplay. Oh yeah, let's go down. We got something new to show down here. Let's go down here. If we can even see this. These guys are so minutely tiny. There they are. Oh, they're not working. Aww. We had some animation there, so. Okay, I thought that was working. Last time I checked, it was working. Okay, so what I can do now, even though all these thrones are out, you can see they're all connected now. I can come here. I don't even have to be on the throne. I push T. I can pick any. So let's pick light. No, let's pick ice.
dominations.
Okay, so what's happened here is I've placed, you can see this throne's facing, because this was a brood throne, and I've taken it over. I've placed this throne, so now it's facing towards her energy icon. I've forced her crown back to the home throne, and now this is vulnerable. And I can attack it with ice and devices. That's left and right fire. And that's how you win around. And there's my character on the throne. So team score showing the brood higher. That's interesting. And then here is what's revolutionary about this. It just reloads. So I can come back in. And we are good to go. Come back in, capture the throne. And so the game will be like that. No loading. I love that. That's the other thing about Unreal 5 is the age of loading is over. Alright, so let's just go brood here. Now it seems to me there's some weird sound here.
Princess of Thunder.
I'm not hearing anything today. Good. That's good. Maybe we get that fixed. Alright. Let's show what banishing's like. So there's no death in our game. So it's going to go beside the throne here. Let's banish brood because she's not going to have as much shield. So let's just show what that's like. So you're going to see that. So if I push H here, you're going to see what my shields are like. I got 74% of my forward shields, 30% of my core. If I switch over to brood and I push H, you can see she's got no core shield and she's got 44%. So there's an interesting thing about her game, and that's it's not like bullets. So I can shoot her with black and white. I can shoot her with red. I can shoot her with blue. And I can get all the points for everything I'm doing. Oh, there's another thing I gotta think about. Score needs to be reset. Okay. I always find something new that's gotta be done. So I'm just doing a right and left click. There's a recoil on these devices. It's pushing me back. Let's go have a look. So if I push H, I can see what her shields are like. She's got 2% black and white shield. So think about this, right? I have a choice now. I can eliminate her, or I can say, hey, you know, she's not doing very good. So I'm going to come in here with a device. Oh, that's what's happening. So if you're stung, the stingers don't sting. The bouncers don't sting. Oh, I banished her. Oh no, I didn't. Because I'm taking more points off her shield. So look at my score now. It's just amazing. So now I'm going to finish her off. Black and white. One more shot. The shield should be gone. And then there's the... Oh, we're going to crash. Crash on banish. Okay. So that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to send that message to the programmer and let him know about that. So we're still having a crash on banish. Very weird. So last week was great. We got that all fixed, and we seem to have that bug back again this week. Anyways, it's VindaCator saying thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share, comment. So we're still very early stage. We're vertical slice. So how that works, we made a prototype, then we're vertical slice. Then we're going to be pre-alpha, alpha, beta. And then we're going to do a whole polish stage to make sure that the game is bug-free, and then release the game officially. So if you want to be involved in our game tests, early game tests, make sure to iPlayMore.com, sign up for our video game test. I'll see you next week's VindaCator, and I am out.